Good evening, all. I wanted to give an update about the things going on currently. It's a new year, and a new year is bringing new adventures, as most people want. Our adventure is not exactly one that we desired for, but it is one we got and one we're going to run with. Megan is in pre-deployment. I took her the other night and dropped her off at a fort to get ready for pre-deployment, and they have traveled some, and she'll be going through her course of training before deploying overseas somewhere, and she has a projected return date at the end of the year, probably beginning of next, with travel and such. So, I cannot give specifics, obviously, about those things, but we're going to spend a year apart, maybe longer if they decide that they need her particular group in the National Guard. But that's where we're at, and we're gonna have a journey apart. I'm hoping that she'll contribute some, as I will contribute some to, kind of our blog and vlog and writing and sharing of stories and information, and we'll just kind of see where this takes us, and we'll have a story to tell. On my side of the story, last night was my first night with the kids and without Megan. Today we were home on Thursday here from school because the weather had Miltonville and Bennington closed with the ice and weather and cold temperatures and such. So I was home with the girls today and was able to clean house and do some laundry and things like that. I realize that there's going to be some stressors to all of this that I'm going to have to learn how to handle and take care of without Megan here. And that's going to be part of my journey, is, taking some of this. I can definitely assure already that I miss Megan, and I miss what she helps me with here at the house. And unfortunately, at times I take that for granted, the help that you have. As I described it last night, it was overwhelmingly underwhelming. And that is mostly due to of how much there wasn't. And I know that's an odd way of saying things, and that's kind of hard to understand, but there was so much that was not here. And that's just kind of how I felt. I don't know. And tonight was, I don't know, I tried to make a good supper, and just keep things going and get the kids to doing their stuff. And that helps. I'm going to try to keep some routines because that will also help, and try to be interactive and do things to keep that help up. But I can tell already there's going to be times where I am desperate for adult conversation and adult interactions, because you take for granted having a partner at home that you guys can talk and decompress and do things in the evening. And right now my kind of evening routine has been to watch Longmire. I'm almost finished that, and play a couple games. And typically Megan has been here to either play games with me. We've played some board games and such, or she's sitting here playing on her phone, watching, talking, being together. And as of right now, the only thing we have is some text messages back and forth. And that makes things difficult as we are going to be doing this, but we'll find our routine. We'll find when we can talk and FaceTime. And I think this will be tougher in the beginning here in the short run than it will be later, because we'll find routines and we'll find, some mechanisms to help us cope through this process. But as of right now, it's fairly difficult. And I know that I'm not alone. And I know people have offered, to talk and be there and take care of those things. But when it comes down to it, is people still have lives and families and their own things going on. And when I'm going to tuck the girls to bed and sit here on the couch in the evenings, my wife's not going to be here for a year. And I can't help but know that will be lonely. So Megan, if you watch this, know that I'm sorry for taking some of the help that you've given me for granted, and for taking for granted your presence if I ever had done that. I miss you, and I love you. But as she has reminded me, and as I have reminded her, we have faith, and we have some skill sets, and probably some stubbornness to get through, and to keep working on this. So that is what we will do. That is what we will attempt to do. And that's where I keep trying. So, we'll see. Megan will pitch in on this. I think I will probably write on it a little bit. Maybe it's time to break my blog back out. Seems that sometimes I can write better than what I can talk and express. Sometimes I can't write as well as I can talk and express it. It's clear in my head, but it doesn't come out that way. But this is night 2, or day 2, or whatever, without Megan here. I really miss her.